Hey guys, this is Dr. Hub. In case you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to learn and grow daily. Today we're going to discuss the color of skin. So, getting started. First, the color of the skin is a property of the pigment melanin. So, melanin pigment is what is mainly involved, and it is synthesized by the melanocytes. Next, the melanocytes are nothing but dendritic cells. It is derived from the neural crest cells. They are nothing but the dendritic cells. The dendritic cell is derived from the neural crest cells. Neural crest cells and are present in the stratum basale of the epidermis. They are present in the stratum basale. Stratum basale. They are present in the stratum basale of the epidermis. Next, each melanocyte synthesizes melanin. So each melanocyte synthesizes melanin and packs it in the cell organelles to form the melanosome. So melanocytes, each melanocyte forms melanin and then it forms melanosomes. So these melanosomes are transferred through a dendritic process to 36 keratinocytes, forming the epidermal melanin unit. So these melanosomes, they move on to these melanosome. What happens is it is transferred to the dendritic process. So it is transferred to the dendritic process, and this is to 36 keratinocytes. So it is transferred through the dendritic process to the 36 keratinocytes, and it ultimately forms the epidermal melanin unit. Now, what is the main function of melanin? The main function of melanin is to impart uniform color. It is not just color, but uniform color to the skin, and it protects the cells from UV light as well as UV light protection. Now, the color of the skin, it depends on various factors. It depends on the amount of melanin inside the melanocytes, amount of melanin inside the melanocytes, and also the number and the size of melanosomes. So the amount of melanin in the melanocytes, number and the size of the melanosome, and the degree of transfer of melanin into the keratinocytes. The degree of transfer of the melanin into the keratinocyte. Next, it does not depend on the number of melanocytes. So important is does not depend on the number of melanocytes. This is because each individual contains the same number of melanocytes per centimeter square of the skin area. So every individual has same. Next, let's look at the shades of the skin colors in humans. They are due to two main factors. So shades are due to two factors, one being the number, size and distribution of melanosomes. Next one being the proportion of eumelanin and the pheomelanin. So it is a difference in proportion difference of the eumelanin and also the pheomelanin. Now let's learn about the eumelanin and the pheomelanin. Now what is the eumelanin? The eumelanin is nothing but a true melanin, and it is the brown or the black pigment. It is brown or black pigment. Next, it is present in the dark skinned individuals. It is in dark skinned individuals. Then talking about the pheomelanin. The pheomelanin is nothing but the false melanin. It is a yellow red pigment, and it is present in fair skinned individuals. So pheo, fur for fair, so fur for fair skinned individuals. Now there are various types, the different shades have been classified, and this is based on the Fitzpatrick classification of the skin scale types. So it's a Fitzpatrick classification. So Fitzpatrick classification of the skin type scales, it is based on the tan ability and the burn ability of the skin. So it is based on the tan and the burn ability of the skin. So there are 6 types. So let's mainly compare the two major ones, that is a type 1. So here in type 1, it is there is excess of pheomelanin, excess of the pheomelanin. Next, it always burns. Type 1, it always burns. Next, it never tans. It always burns, never tans. And there is a maximum malignant potential. Maximum malignant potential. Next, let's move on to the type 6. Here, in terms of type 6, it is the presence of excess eumelanin. So it is excess eumelanin, and there is, so type 1 is pheomelanin. Pheomelanin is present in fair people. So 6 is excess of eumelanin, and there is, it never burns. It never burns. And it always stands. Always stands. So 1 to 6. So it always stands. So easy way to remember is, with increase in time, the tanning increases. So number 1 and number 6. So there is always, it tans, and the least malignant potential is also seen. There is a least malignant potential. Channel.